What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and yesterday we got the brand new M1 irons in Advanced Warfare. There's a DLC weapon that's free for everybody to download, and man oh man is this thing a lot of fun to use, and on top of that, it's actually really effective. In fact, for close quarters 1v1 gunfights, I can't think of a better weapon to have. There's nothing that it can't beat. ASM-1s, shotguns, you name it, this thing absolutely destroys them at close to medium range. Medium to long distance or in multiple enemy engagements, that's where this thing struggles. But overall, it's a very solid weapon that, like I said, it's a blast to use. It's something totally different than you're used to in Advanced Warfare. So today, I wanted to share my favorite class setup with it so far. I've used this thing quite a bit so far, tried out a ton of different class setups and just kind of messed around with it and stuff. And I found one class I'm going to share with you guys that I tend to have the best luck with, and it's just a lot of fun to use. So I wanted to make sure I shared it with you guys. So anyway, of course, we're starting off. Our primary is going to be the M1 irons, and then for attachments, I really like Akimbo on this weapon. So I don't see many people running Akimbo with this thing, and that's because if you kind of like spam it with Akimbo, it becomes not very good. But if you use the Akimbo in a certain way, which we'll talk about in the second part of this video, it becomes a killing machine. It goes from being good to being great. And it's a lot of fun to use. So I really like Akimbo on this thing, and then once you put Akimbo on it, the only other attachment you can put on is advanced rifling. So I always run those two. This variant right here, the Showdown variant, actually has Akimbo built in, which is nice because I don't have to spend a class point on it. So I just put advanced rifling on, and it's already got that Akimbo on board. Now, next up in terms of perks, I go with lightweight, fast hands, toughness, and blast suppressor. This is where you guys can do whatever you want. I like lightweight because this gun's already very fast in itself, so I like to be able to run around even quicker. Fast hands is pretty much essential on this thing because you have to reload all the time, and fast hands allows you to reload while sprinting. So if you run in somewhere, use all your ammo, and then you want to run out, you can reload at the same time, which is useful. Toughness and blast suppressor, I don't know, toughness probably isn't really worth it, especially when you're running Akimbo, but it's just like, that's what my perk 3 always looks like on literally every single one of my classes. Next up for my secondary weapon, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, the heavy shield. This is actually a very crucial part of the setup here. So with the M1 irons, it's not like a normal weapon where if you start getting shot from behind, you typically aren't going to be able to turn around and take people out, especially when it's multiple people like it tends to be. So the heavy shield kind of guards you from that, as well as right now, everybody's using the irons. Like, you'll see half of lobbies using the irons because it's the new, exciting, cool thing. So, because of that, like, it's really frustrating for other players that are using the irons to try to kill you because they can't just kind of, like, start shooting at your body and then start aiming downwards and kind of spray down like other people with fully automatic weapons can. If you have the irons, you kind of, like, dump all your ammo into their back before you realize they have a heavy shield on, and it just, like, it takes a while to register, like, oh, I'm going to be shooting at their ankles and stuff like that. So, this thing saves me a lot. So, I definitely recommend running that heavy shield secondary because it just sits on your back there while you're not using it, and it kind of protects you from behind, which is nice. Now, in terms of the exo ability and exo launchers, I like exo overclock for the same reason as lightweight. Again, it makes you run faster. Also, stun grenades. These are probably the most crucial part of this setup because you will find yourself in situations, especially with the Akimbo attachment, where enemies are a little bit too far away and you don't want to engage them from that distance. So in that case, what I do is I'll throw out a stun grenade, and then you can double tap X to detonate it immediately, and then you can kind of like boost towards them and kind of close that gap between you and them and get it to a point where you're going to be able to win that gunfight, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's the basic class setup. Now let's talk about my kind of way that I use this, my strategy towards using this Akimbo. So what a lot of people do when they use Akimbo is they'll run up and they'll go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So they'll fire each gun alternating, and when you do that with these weapons, it shoots your recoil skyward, and it's just like, it makes you super inaccurate, and you also waste a lot of ammo. What I like to do with this weapon is I will pull both triggers at the same time, and I won't spam them. I'll just pull it, almost like a shotgun burst. Like, imagine you have like a TAC-19. So you run around, you see somebody, you pull both. You probably kill him. If you don't kill him, you pull both again after a second. So you like pull, 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 pull. I only spam it unless there's somebody like right in front of me or a group of enemies like literally 3 feet in front of me. But if you treat it like this, almost like it's a TAC-19 or any of the other shotguns, it is going to make a world of a difference, because for most ranges out to like, I think it's 20 meters, and then more than that if you have advanced rifling on, out to 20 meters, you've got a 2-shot kill. So in most situations, especially if you consider yourself close to the enemy, you're going to be able to kill them with just that one initial pull. And that's going to, number one, get you a lot of kills very quickly. Number 2, it's going to save you a lot of ammo because you aren't spamming. Like when you have a single one, you fire like 4 or 5 shots into a guy before you kill him. With this, you can literally get a kill with 1 pull, and each weapon still has 5 bullets left, which is a really big deal. So that's what I do, man. Like I treat it almost like it's a shotgun, and if you do it that way, you're going to have way more luck, especially when you have that Akimbo on, because when you have Akimbo on, it's like it's insta-kill, because you're sending 2 bullets doing like 54 damage apiece at the enemy. So if they both hit, it's insta-death every single time, and it's a melting machine, man. So yeah, there you guys have it. That's the M1 irons. That's my favorite kind of little class setup and strategy around using it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys try this out, and hope you guys have some good luck with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys later. Got a bunch of great videos coming soon. Let's get back into Black Ops 3 videos. What do you guys say? I still got a lot of information for you guys, so we're going to start getting back into those in the next couple of days. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.